Hello, beautiful men around the world. My name is Sasha Cobra, and I'm a spiritual teacher with a focus on sexuality. I've been doing this work for many years, and the first 8 years of the time that I was doing this work, I worked exclusively with men. So it's a real joy and very dear to my heart to be able to share something specifically to a male audience as I'm doing this with you today. As we know, the focus of this video is to talk about an immune boosting secret that I have. And I don't want to call it a secret, but I do want to call it a huge tip for what a lot of men need to hear, and what would not only boost their immune system, but greatly improve their sex life, greatly improve their capacity to lead, to initiate, and have all of these qualities that a lot of men really struggle with but would love to embody, and really how a man relates to his own self. Meaning, nowadays, one of the biggest problems that I keep hearing from a lot of men is the amount of disempowerment that they experience in just their own experience, meaning so many issues with self-worth, so many issues of feeling like they're not good enough, feeling also a question that many men have asked me is, what is the benefit for a woman to be with a man? What is my purpose? Because nowadays women have their career, they know how to take care of themselves, they know how to do all of these things, and I find that a lot of men have really taken a back seat to their power. So let me start off by also saying this. Men, we need you. We need you so much. The qualities that men carry, your way of thinking, your way of processing information, who you are and what you embody is such a gift to this world. And we need to not only embrace it, but honor that. Not just us as women, but men, you need to start honoring that. You have forgotten how to honor your own kingliness. So I want to share an exercise with you today that will really help you connect to that power of your oomph, that power of your fire, and in that, your capacity to have much more pleasure and intensity in sex, but more importantly, your capacity to feel confident and like a king in the world. How do we get to a place of that type of power? How do we get to a place where, rather than making ourselves small, we're big, we're vibrant, we're warriors of love and truth, as I like to call it. So in this exercise, we're going to use a very powerful source of energy, and that is our sexual energy. We know how powerful sexual energy is because it is sexual energy, this creative force that brings life to this planet. It's your seed that makes it all possible. Think about that. So we're going to use the power of sexual energy to spark this fire, to spark the activation of this power, this force inside of us, to first of all cleanse and purge up all the trauma and unprocessed feelings that you carry. And my goodness, let me tell you, it's been such a privilege for me to have worked with men in these deeply intimate ways where they really get to share from their heart the stories and the experiences that they have gone through in their life. And I know how much pain men carry, even though it's not talked about in this world, and the focus is always on the women. So you don't have to carry that burden. And I'm not also saying that you have to go out into the world and start crying on everyone's shoulder, but you better be honest enough with yourself to unburden yourself. When you're alone in your house with no one around, no one to judge you but you have got to stop judging yourself. So we're going to do something that is a simple exercise that is the easiest way to activate the male body. And you should know what that part of the body is, that being the genital area. You know that when you connect to your genitals, it's very easy to feel, it's very easy to have the spark going. However, I really want to distinguish the difference between what we would call masturbation versus what I'm sharing with you today. What you want to do is create a strong connection to that part of the body in a conscious way of feeling your body. And many men use their penis in sex, in masturbation, but they do it from a place of really unconscious movement while not being present in the body, and oftentimes in fantasy, even during sex. I mean, so many men are relying upon mental stimulation versus the body naturally responding. This is also why a lot of men end up having what they would call erectile dysfunction, now even so early in their life. I have men even coming to me in their 20s saying that they have erectile dysfunction. And I've never met a man that has an erectile dysfunction. I've met a lot of men that have a great challenge of connecting to feel that part of the body. So what we're doing today is sharing an exercise that really allows for you to connect to feel that part of the body, energetically spark the healing modality that I call orgasmicness in the body, for your body to come back into balance and remove all blockages, allowing for your immune system to thrive. So what you're going to want to do is get yourself some nice oil or lotion, something that allows for you to have more lubrication, and just something that feels good basically on sensitive skin as you would have on your penis. And you're going to basically start off just feeling. Again, I want to emphasize this, and this is important. 2 parts. One is that you're not forcing the body to do anything. If you get an erection, great. If you don't force it. You just want to feel the body. And the other part is that you want to create an environment for your body to be able to feel more deeply. And we feel more deeply when our body's relaxed, not tense, and when our breath is open. So the whole time as I'm guiding you through the process of this exercise, you're going to want to keep your breath relaxed, really using that as exhalation to also relax more and more in the body. And keeping the shoulders relaxed, keeping the anus relaxed, keeping the body relaxed. So just imagine, I know it's a big one, but imagine this is a penis. You're going to take your hand and just start off by giving it little squeezes, just feeling it. You know, for a lot of men, they've never even felt their penis. They use it, but to really feel it, to really have this connection of feeling the penis from the inside out, feeling the energy, the power of it, they rarely ever give themselves the opportunity. So just starting off by giving little squeezes, little gentle movement to connect to the body. And what you may notice, again, stay out of your head, stay out of the fantasy. This is about the body and activating the energy in the body. It's not about mentally arousing yourself up here. But what you'll notice is that once you start to feel the body, the penis may begin to respond. Again, don't push yourself if it's not happening, but what you'll feel is that the penis will start to get more plump. And as it gets more plump, give it a little bit more sensation. You know, if you have some nice oil, some lotion, start to very lovingly, sensually give your penis a massage. And I'm saying it like that, and I'm emphasizing that because most men are so unloving with their genitals and how they touch their penis. So sensually, lovingly touching your penis, giving it a massage while breathing deeply. Again, what we're doing is an activation practice. Now, what I want to emphasize is this. You don't want to ejaculate. So refrain from bringing yourself to a place where all that energy that you're activating and generating, now you're going to spill out through a few second ejaculation, when you really want to keep that, to keep cultivating that power, keep cultivating that energy. And again, I'm never going to tell somebody what to do as far as right and wrong. So of course you can ejaculate if you feel to it other times. I'm talking about this practice that we are sharing today for your immune boosting assistance. So stay with your penis and keep giving it sensual massage, sensual sensation, going just slow enough where you can really connect to every little sensation and every millimeter of the movement that you have on your penis. And you'll notice also with that the penis starts to thrive. It starts to have much more energy. It can actually even change its size and its girth, and just the feeling of it will change tremendously. And what happens with that? First of all, be mindful also that as you're doing this practice, it can start to bring up a lot of feelings for you. And a lot of men these days carry a lot of shame and guilt around their sex, around being a man, that is oftentimes sitting in their genital area. So as you're activating that part of the body, it can really start to bring up some feelings. And be okay to cry. Like I said, there's no one around to criticize you other than you. So let that go and let yourself cry if you need to. If you feel a surge of energy and power come into your body, open up that voice, reclaim your voice. This is not about a sexy practice. This is about a bodily activation practice that will give you the opportunity to purge any of the unprocessed feelings and the traumas that you carry in the body, using the power of the orgasmic response, using the power of our sexual energy to do that. So you want to create a heightened state in your sensation, but you don't want to take yourself over the edge. And as you do that, and you can do that for as long as you feel comfortable, I would at least recommend doing it for 15 minutes a day. And if you do it for 15 minutes a day, you will see a huge, huge change in your experience of yourself, in how people perceive you and how you perceive the world, in your capacity to even decipher between truth and lies. See deception for what it is. See truth for what it is. Have the creative spark in you to really be a warrior of love and truth, which is what we need on this planet today. So commit yourself to this practice, and you will reap a lot of benefits with physical health, with emotional health, with mental health, and there will be a lot of benefits for the whole world to enjoy, knowing that you're walking as a king in this world. Thank you for sharing this time with me. And if you would like to have more information about the work that I do, you can find it on my website, sashacobra.com. Thank you. Ashe.